Okay, so I have been vegan now for about January, February, March, almost 4 months, which is not bad, you know? As I have been vegan, I've been kind of learning about what alternatives there are, and I wanted to share some of my top 10 faves today. I first thought this is gonna be really hard. I mean, I haven't eaten meat in about 5 years, so meat wasn't an issue. My mindset was like, what about candy and chocolates? Like, how am I gonna eat a nice bar of chocolate without hurting a cute little cow? Well, let me tell you, there are plenty of options. You do not need to hurt a cute little cow in order to enjoy your chocolate. One of my favorite ones that I've discovered very recently is this dark chocolate sea salt. Oof, it is fun and dandy. Also, the packaging is so cute. Like, look at this packaging, how you rip it open in the back and it feels like some kind of envelope of goodness. It's 70% dark cacao and it is from a brand called Zido. It's no dairy, no white sugar, no palm oil. We love all of those things. This is an all-time fave. And then, I don't know about you, but I'm very obsessed with orange chocolate. I have always obsessed over Terry's chocolate orange. Obviously, I can't eat it anymore. My alternative is this dark and orange chocolate that's absolutely palm oil free, gluten free. This word I've never been able to say, lecithin free? I know it's like milk products, but I don't know how to say it. It's by Casa Cacao, and hey, it has won the International Chocolate Awards 2018 with a bronze. It's also soy free. Another favorite kind of like dessert chocolate vibe thing are these wafers, and obviously, as you can see, I've only got the wrapping here because I ate it last night in bed whilst watching Riverdale, and it was the best experience of my life. This is a harmonica wafer, double choco. It is a vegan crispy chocolate coated wafer with einkorn and coconut. It is so good. Like, it's so good. Oh my days. I don't have much to say about it apart from if you like wafers, chocolate wafers. This one's also coated in dark chocolate. Ooh, I like to eat it very slowly and take my time with it because it's so yummy. So whilst we are on the theme of sweet stuff, I want to share with you guys probably my favorite vegan ice cream at the moment. I mean, this alternates and changes all the time because there are so many good vegan ice creams out there. I can't believe people still eat dairy ice cream. Honestly, like, even if I wasn't vegan, I feel like I would still choose to eat vegan ice cream because, well, to be honest, I've never liked milk. Firstly, the thought of it, and also just the taste. I always can really taste the cow and like the field. It just makes me feel queasy. So switch to vegan ice cream. It's so much better. Also, if you are someone who suffers a lot from acne, my brother, for example, suffered from really bad acne and he used to eat a lot of ice cream, dairy ice cream, and as soon as he cut out dairy in general, his back completely cleared up. Dairy is really not good for you. I don't care what you think or what you've heard when you were little. It's bad, okay? We're not a baby cow. It's for baby cows. But we are humans, and so we can only drink our mama's milk when we are little, and now we switch to a nice dairy-free option, which is by Copamaga. I hope I'm saying that right. Probably not. This is the double chocolate one. It also has probiotics in it, which is always super convenient. We love that. This brand actually has many different flavors, but I always go for chocolate because for me, if it's not chocolatey, then I'm not interested. Anyone else like that? It's mainly a coconut milk base, by the way, if you're wondering. So it's got no added sugar, no artificial preservatives, flavorings or colorings, no hydrogenated fats, eggs, and gluten-free. So, I mean, honestly, like when you compare it to actual dairy ice cream, you're kind of like, why would I pick the dairy option? It actually makes no sense. So moving on to some vegan cheese, fromage. There's quite a few that I've got going on here. They're all by the same brand because this is kind of the main brand they've got going on here where I am. It really depends where you are based. If you are in one of the gorgeous capital vegan cities of the world, such as Berlin or London or wherever else veganism is popular, then you'll be lucky to probably have many more brands. But for me, VO Life is the one. I'm gonna start by showing you guys the Greek white feta. This one I don't like because I've never liked the taste of feta. It tastes like goats. I feel like I'm sucking on the goats. Yes, you get me. But this is a very good feta cheese if you do like feta cheese because it smells exactly the same and it tastes exactly the same. You would not be able to tell the difference, but you're saving the animals. So bonus points. So next we have vegan spreads. These are, I guess, like Philadelphia cheese, you know, that you would spread on your toast. So again, by VO Life, I've got two flavors here. So I've got the original flavor. This is made from coconut oil, I believe. Actually tastes nothing like cheese, but it just tastes really good. And then we have the tzatziki tzatziki flavor. This is a really good option. If you love tzatziki, you're gonna really enjoy this one because it actually tastes identical to it. I like the creamy original flavor. There are a few other flavors as well, I think, and this is just a very, very easy and yummy thing to spread on toast when you're on the go or you just want a quick snack. Next, we have another brand called Delishu. It's like cashew. I've got two flavors here. I think this is actually a Bulgarian local brand, which is pretty cool. So we've got the natural flavor, and then we have the sun-dried tomato. Haven't actually tasted it yet, but I usually get the natural flavor. And this is made from cashews mainly, coconut oil, Himalayan salt, and just bacteria, like probiotics. Super nice on toast, really nice with potatoes, just a nice little cheeky cheese alternative. Even though it actually tastes nothing like cheese. My boyfriend tried it and he was like, yeah, I really don't like this. This tastes nothing like cheese. It's very sour, but I love the taste of this. It's very, very yummy. It's not for everyone, but it's my favorite. So whilst we're on the theme of dairy, let's talk yogurt. I was a semi-yogurt fan. Again, wasn't really into dairy, generally speaking, but yogurt was kind of like an okay thing, but I was super happy to give it up. This is coconut yogurt. This is probably my absolute favorite alternative to yogurt. Obviously, you can go soy, you can go even cashew yogurt. There are many different types of yogurts. Soy actually being probably the most popular and most affordable, but it's not as good for you as coconut yogurt. Yes, it's more expensive, but you are what you eat, aren't you? So it's worth it, in my opinion. This one's by Coco, obviously dairy-free, and it's just a plain flavor with live yogurt cultures. So you still get your probiotics, but you just save the animals. It's without gluten, it's without soy, and it's without any colorings or preservatives. We like that! Finally, I'm going to get into the meaty, greasy bit of things. No pun intended. Let's talk meat alternatives. I'm gonna share with you 3 of my favorite things to kind of eat instead of meat, and I'm gonna start with the most basic, which is tofu. I love to use just a natural tofu. There are different types of tofu that you can buy. There's smoked tofu, there's grilled tofu, flavored tofu, but I like to get natural and kind of flavor it myself. This is pretty affordable, to be fair, and super yummy, and is a good alternative to having something wholesome and also get your proteins in from another source that is not meat. I highly recommend learning to cook your tofu in exciting and fun ways. If that is something that interests you guys, then let me know in the comments down below and I can make a video of how I cook my tofu and how I use tofu to make exciting vegan meals that are not boring, because I know a lot of people look at tofu and think it's a cube of nothing that tastes like nothing, but I promise you it can taste so damn good when you know how to cook it right. Obviously, I still love burgers and I will never stop eating burgers, but even when I ate meat, I was never the biggest fan of beef. I would always go for a chicken burger, but I got food poisoning way too many times from those chicken burgers, and I'm not surprised why. My body was telling me, like, don't eat that. That's not for your consumption. It was right. So now we are going to talk about Beyond Meat. Obviously, this brand is extremely famous. It's extremely popular. You probably have heard of it, even if you haven't tried it. And let me tell you, it is pretty damn yummy. These have no soy, no gluten, obviously they're vegan, and they have 19 grams of plant protein per burger, which is actually quite high. At first I thought these were quite unhealthy, just because, I don't know, it felt unhealthy because it's fake meat, but when I looked in the ingredients on the back, I actually realized they're genuinely not bad for you. All of the ingredients I can firstly read 100%, which is the #1 rule of anything that you buy. Make sure that you are able to actually read the ingredients and understand what you are reading. If you see weird formulas, I would put the product back down and not purchase that. A lot of protein from a lot of different vegetables. Mainly it comes from peas and rice. I also really like patties that are kind of made from actual vegetables. You can also juice your fruits and make juices and then use the pulp left from the fruits or the vegetables to make a patty after with it. Okay, lastly, I'm gonna talk to you guys about this soy minced meat alternative thing. I'm not sure how to explain this to you, but it's basically soy that's been put into like little pieces, and you can use it as kind of like a minced meat alternative. We love making spaghetti bolognese with this. It's so yummy, and it gives you that texture of meat, kind of like a flavor of meat as well, and it just makes the meal taste super yummy without having to consume actual animal meat. I love this. It's extremely affordable as well, by the way, and it comes in a big bag. This one's 330 grams, but you can get bigger bags if you want. This is a really great alternative to to minced meat. The last product is oat milk. I am obsessed with oat milk. I think if it comes to any plant-based milk, it's gotta be oat for me. I'm kind of off of almond. Also, it's not the best for the environment, but oat milk is just my favorite. It's extremely affordable as well, and it tastes really good. However, for the video, I couldn't find any in the store, the one that I usually buy, because oat milk here is overpriced. You can also make your own oat milk at home, which I still have yet to learn. But for now, I got myself some Dinkle drink, which is basically spelt milk, which also tastes just as good. But yes, this is a very great alternative to oat milk. If they do not have oat milk in that moment, then go for spelt milk. If you like coconut milk, is also nice, but coconut milk has a very distinctive taste, so I kind of went off of it because I feel like everything always tasted too much like coconut, and I couldn't enjoy my coffee without it feeling like it was a coconut latte when I didn't want it to be. So I switched to oat. Obviously, if you're vegan, you probably know most of these already, and if you are learning and wanting to learn more, you should go out and try some of these. You might hate them, you might love them, they might change your life, they might make you cry. I don't know. You decide for yourself. But listen, easy does it. No one converts in one day. Do not put that pressure on yourself, and do not feel bad that you cannot convert in one day. Like I said, I haven't been eating meat for 5 years, but I still ate fish, I still ate some dairy, and that kind of took me time to gradually cut off completely. So we all move at our own pace, and that is 100% okay. As long as you're doing something to make a change, even if it's small, it means so much. Put the pressure off and just congratulate yourself for even taking tiny steps. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you thought it was useful and found it interesting. And you can also follow me on Instagram for daily insights into, I don't know, veganism, life, love, happiness, and cats. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see you next time. Bye.